As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cavaliers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Newton. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The give on the inside. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee... They beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line now.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
With the run on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown Longhorns! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Virginia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun to give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Newton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Longhorns are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Wide receiver shows motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on second down. Scrambling away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's right on target. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now after the short completion at second down. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Miles.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That last completion has him set up second and short. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Trying the running game. Let's see if they do it again on second down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Miles. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Back to the air one more time. Complete out of the backfield. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 21 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. At the 35, he's loose. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback adapted. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it all right. And stampeding through the defense. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a... They'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Miles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Complete downfield. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Now the pitch.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
quarterback checking the play. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Pocket starts to collapse. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter play. With the score, Texas 10, Virginia.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly. And the deep shot in. Inside the 35-yard line. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the ground, he's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is through, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. This time he's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back
and the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. First down and 10.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got...
And they got him for the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time, is trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running. Able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams.